This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms chapter 118, verse 24. President Burke, Chancellor Petal, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, honored guests, family and friends, welcome to Booth UC's 2014 Convocation. It is such a humbling honor and privilege to be standing in front of you representing this incredible group of graduates. Though there's such diversity in the programs that we've taken, we're all here today united by the pride and honor that we feel in our hearts as Booth University College graduates. It wouldn't be an exaggeration if I say that this day will be embedded in our memories for as long as we can remember. This is the day that we have envisioned throughout our journey at Booth, and it has been quite a journey for most of us. Along our path, we've come across various circumstances that have sometimes left us feeling exhausted and unable to see the finish line. I remember we did an activity in one of my social work seminars this semester, where we were asked to describe how we were feeling using the analogy of a gas tank. Most of us, including myself, stated that we felt like we were running on an empty tank at that point of our academic journey. We felt exhausted and frustrated at times, but through it all, we pushed ourselves further, and those same students that were running on empty tanks have made it to the finish line today. Today, we received the honor of being called Booth University College graduates, and with this title, we carry the immense responsibility of continuing our new journeys as individuals who have received an education for a better world. So what makes Booth unique, you may wonder? Well, I can go on and on, but one of the first words that comes to mind is personal. Booth is a place where you're more than a number. It is a place where faculty and staff know you by name, and they go above and beyond their job titles to ensure that you're challenged, equipped, and supported so that you can be good agents of change in whatever fields you go into after your time at Booth. Personally speaking, Booth has been a place where I've been able to truly learn about who I am as an individual. It is a place where I've been able to recognize and take ownership of my own strengths, as well as a place where I've been challenged to strive higher. Booth is where I have been able to find my own voice, and I'm certain that most of the graduates can relate to this. Above all, Booth is a place where the love of Christ is evident in all that takes place. The education that we've received is one that reflects the heart of Christ for the world, and one that challenges us to reflect that same heart to those around us. It is one that is based on promoting and taking actions that reflect love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the tip of the iceberg in terms of describing what Booth UC is. Today is the beginning of a future in which we take the first steps towards becoming the agents of change that Booth has molded us to be. As I think of this day, I am reminded of a famous African proverb which states that it takes a village to raise a child. Today, the child is finally standing on its own 2 feet, and we take our first steps towards many more years of growth and development. We're here today to celebrate not just our accomplishments as graduates, but to celebrate also the contribution of the village made up of all the individuals that have helped us grow and get to this day. We would not be here if it wasn't for divine favor from God and all the support that we've received from you. You are the force behind our accomplishments, and we as the class of 2014 take this moment to acknowledge and salute you for all that you've done for us. We thank you, our families and friends, for the patience, understanding, unconditional love and support that you've offered us through our journey. To the faculty and staff at Booth, thank you for challenging us, for supporting us, and walking alongside us. To our mentors and communities, thank you for your support and guidance. Above all, we give the highest praise and gratitude to God Almighty, for without His divine favor, mercy, grace, and love, we would not be here. We give Him all the glory and honor as He has blessed us with a day such as this. This is indeed the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. As we each embark on our new journeys, let us all keep in mind the lessons and values that we've learned during our time as Booth students. We've reached the finish line for this part of our journey, and we're now placed on a different path, which requires us to put what we've learned to use. In the words of Ellen DeGeneres, follow your passion, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then by all means follow that. We're going into a world where hurt, despair, and various other heartbreaking events take place, and it is our duty to bring the much-needed healing and restoration in whatever field we go into. Let us be a light into the world, and just as a city on a hill cannot be hidden, let our presence be seen from all corners as a sign of radical love, hope, compassion, mercy, and all the virtues that have been so deeply ingrained in the education that we've received at Booth. Let us head out in full confidence, knowing that our future is secure in the palms of the one who declares that his plans for us is to prosper us and not to harm us, to give us a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. For those of you who are still on your academic journey at Booth, our hope is that you continue immersing yourself in the education that you're receiving at Booth. You are being equipped with the proper tools to go out and become the change that is much needed in the world. We wish you all the best during your remainder of your time at Booth and look forward to welcoming you into the Booth University College alumni when you're done with your academic journey. As we take the next step, let us not forget the lessons we've learned throughout this part of our journey. Let us passionately believe in a world that is better and strive to do our part in bringing that vision a step closer to reality. In the words of one of Africa's greatest sons, history's supergiant, and one of the most visionary human beings to ever live, Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. It's your turn to achieve the impossible, class of 2014, and it begins today. Congratulations.